I'm going to showcase my $1 million net worth Schedule 1 business. Um, I just wanted to showcase this while the game is kind of fresh. I noticed that the achievement is still kind of rare. Um, I think there's about like 7.5% of people who've unlocked it so far, and I just wanted to showcase my strategy. While I guess the game is still kind of new, and I'm sure people are going to take it to 10 mil and more, but I just wanted to showcase my methodologies, you know, just for the sake of sharing and creating some, cool content or whatever. So anyway, this is my business. I called it the Syndicate, and I do know it's misspelled, so whatever. And yeah, that's it. So we're gonna go into that. What I focused on was automation. That was my goal the moment I realized automate, you know, whatever you need to do in the game. Also, too, I realized like this game is more about having fun and fucking around. But I don't know. I just wanted to beat it, so I took it a little more seriously, and I tried to, make a profitable business. Even though it's kind of silly, but yeah, I feel like on one side of it, it's fun to beat the game and build your little crafting system, and the whole other part of the game is just having fun and like lacing people and watching them become like fucking one-eyed zombies and shit. But on the more serious side, is where I kind of landed with it, and yeah, this is my business. So my strategy is to keep each botanist supply shelf stocked with everything they need to keep a secondary grow going once this grow is harvested. So as you can see, this older homie over here just finished harvesting, and now he's going to be able to grab a seed and a soil. Actually, he doesn't need soil this time, but he's going to grab a seed and replant it directly. I also utilized drying racks, and I have them set to heavenly quality. That way I can take any product I grow without fertilizer and elevate that up to the highest quality. That way customers come back more consistently, and I don't need to invest any extra cost in terms of fertilizer. Moving on to the meth corner, I got two mixing stations and two lab ovens, I believe. I believe that's what they're called, and that allowed me to keep a pretty consistent flow of meth coming in. As you could see, my meth dealer is pretty well stocked. I just gave her 80 jars of meth, and I think that netted me like 60,000 on that run. So that was pretty good. I gave this guy once again 80 jars of coke, and that netted me about 80 grand. And that's pretty much how I handle business. I try to get about 80 jars out to each dealer, and I try to collect, you know, pretty promptly, and then restock them as soon as I can. So, as you could tell, I have a shitload of overflow product, and my whole squad is pretty busy. They're constantly moving and cleaning and all that good shit. So yeah, now moving on to the Coke business. I'll take you over to the Coke warehouse. It's not really fully built out yet. I think I could easily expand on it if I wanted to, but I didn't really need to considering I already made the mill. And I'm kind of over the game actually, to be honest. I like it a lot, but I think I missed the jump. I think I need to wait for more content before I really, get into it again, because I kind of feel like I did everything that I wanted to with it. Um, I might go back and just start like lacing the shit out of custies, but whatever. We'll see. So anyway, this is the Coke business. I have 4 cauldrons, two chemists, 2 ovens. Excuse me, 4 ovens. 2 ovens per chemist, of course, and yeah, bunch of overflow seeds, shitload of gasoline, good amount of extra Coke, and I keep usually like 20 jars so I can just deal with any type of just regular customer that wants to buy some Coke or whatever. Also, a good strategy I would say would be to flip your customers to a different product. So sometimes they'll hit you up for like 10 sour diesel or like 20 Granddaddy purples, and you'll try to like flip them into Coke, let's say. And what I'll do is I'll find like a reasonable price for the Coke, and I'll subtract the number of actual like product units down until that fits in their price range, and that's how I'll kind of convert them into a cocaine customer. And once they're on the coke, they really start paying a lot of money for it, and you can easily get double what you would get in terms of asking price and fair market value. So there's that. This is my bungalow, my original grow op, where I have 16 plants here, 2 botanists, 1 packer, and 1 cleaner. Once again, the same strategy is in place. I try to keep seeds, in this case fertilizer, what the fuck, man? In this case, fertilizer and baggies well stocked. That way they can just continue to make product, really consistently. So anyway, that's my business. I kind of showed you the dealers, how much money they're going to be pulling in or should be pulling in, and some basic strategy. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is I try to sell 1 strain of weed. That way my packers don't get supply blocked when they're packing. Because sometimes you'll notice that they'll grab raw product from shelves, they'll bring it to the packing station, and let's say if they only have like 3 Granddaddy Perp and then there's like 20 or 40 OG Kush or whatever, they'll get supply blocked, stop working because they claim like there isn't enough product at their station to continue to work. But to avoid that entirely, I just started to grow 1 singular strain. That way product flow can remain continual. So anyway, that's my strategy. That's how I did it. Hopefully it made sense. I'm not really one to make a lot of verbose kind of talking content on YouTube. I have like a lot of gameplay and other bullshit on here. This is the first time I've ever really done my best to explain strategy. Hey, I made the jump. Sweet. And I made it to the water. Anyway, that's it, I guess. I just wanted to kind of show you how I do things. And just as an example of dealing strategy, here's my boy Walter. I think he asked for some other product. Oh yeah, no, here we go, Coke, and I just sold him 7 for $14.50, which is like way overpriced. So I wanted to look for one where they asked for another Yeah, is this it? Oh yeah, that was it. Shit. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. So this customer asked for 15 green cracked. I wanted to pay $8.50, and I was like, "Fuck you. How about 6 Coke for $900?" And they're like, "Fine." So that's the way you flip a customer into a new product and make more money. What's up, G? Need some? See, he's already high. Making this money out here. Anyway, that's that. Yeah. So I love this game. I find it very fun, but I kind of realized I reached the end point, having made this amount of money and getting to this level of like automated production. So I guess I'm waiting for updates to hit the non-beta branch in hopes of some type of expansion of the map or addition of new purchasable properties, just for fun. And I guess that's it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my long, verbose, relatively try-hardy dialogue and strategy, but it is what it is. This is how I do things. And yeah, for those that are interested in a more serious take on the game, maybe perhaps follow some of my strategies. And those looking to have fun, continue to lace your custies and turn them into one-eyed zombie creatures and shoot the cops and just have fun too, so yeah. Anyway, that's it. Peace.